Hey, what's up? It's Mech, back again for a beer review. Welcome back to the BeerdedMECH channel. It feels like it's been a while, but actually we posted a review last week, I think. I'm pretty sure. I have a surprise beer to review today, or surprise to me anyway, because the beer that I was going to review, I forgot it at the place that I'm staying, which is not where my desk is, where I do the beer reviews. So I had to quickly buy something, and I thought, hey, it's a good time for like my standby, my personal favorite when it comes to light beer, and it's Rolling Rock. Just Rolling Rock, extra pale. Only comes in a pounder, but it's fine. This is my go-to light beer. Whenever it's wicked hot outside, which it is definitely not right now. It's like 30 degrees. We're starting winter early, apparently, you know, because New Hampshire. And when it comes to light beers, this has been my standby for quite a while now. And then I realized, oh, I don't have it reviewed on the channel. Oh, well, why not? So apparently there's a little bit of a history with this beer, and let's go ahead and dive right on into it. Here on BeerAdvocate.com, we have a score of a 61 out of 100. He gets a P for poor. Not good. Style is, of course, an American adjunct lager. It's one of those domestic light and cold beers. You know, iced down American classics. If you get the reference there. But just the same, it's one of my personal favorites, and I just wanted to get the review done. So out of the American adjunct lagers, it's ranked 415, which is up there, with an ABV or alcohol by volume of 4.4, which is actually on the low side, especially for beers we usually review. And it gets an average of 2.59 out of 5 with 911 reviews and 3,081 ratings. Coming out of the Brew Brewing Company, which, however, I did not know until, well, I've known for a while now, but I was drinking this for a while before I found out that Latrobe Brewing was bought out by Anheuser-Busch, and love them or hate them. Apparently, they're kind of not what they used to be, because before my time, long before my time, Rolling Rock was a very big name, and it has a special place in the hearts and minds of people from back before they were bought out, and enjoyed by many people, and still does to today. But some people, they feel like Anheuser-Busch, they buy out brewing companies, they kind of, you know, wipe their butt with them, and then, you know, send them out the pasture. But with this particular beer, I do enjoy it, so I'm not too biased about that kind of stuff. So made in Missouri, US, and if it's available year-round. With the notes here, we have using a time-honored recipe. Oh, funny. With only the finest malted barley and blend of hops, Rolling Rock is a classic American lager that is as well known for its distinctive, full-bodied taste as it is for its craftsmanship, heritage, and painted green bottle. Full-flavored with a subtle bite, light to medium body and color, brewed with only the choicest ingredients, a perfect blend of pale barley malt, rice, and corn. Pretty dang simple. I don't think we've read the description for the style before, so we'll just read through that real quick. Light-bodied, pale, fizzy lagers made popular by the large breweries of America after Prohibition. Low bitterness, thin malts, and moderate alcohol. Focus is less on flavor and more on mass production and consumption, cutting flavor and sometimes costs with adjunct cereal grains like rice and corn. So quite obviously bottom of the barrel kinds of beers out there are these, and these are the kinds of beers that I'm going to say it just for sake of the review, but we all know this. These are the beers you drink at the barbecues, college campuses, frat parties, the beach, or just any hot day, because they're super easy to drink and they're very good cold, and they're cheap. Like this pounder was like $2.30 something cents. Like that's next to nothing. And it's also the only beer I've ever bought in a 30 pack because it's so cheap to do so. So enough of that. Go ahead and pop it open before it gets warm, because like I just said, it's much better enjoyed cold. So try not to spill here, because I've been notorious for spilling these big cans. I can smell it already. So from the bit of a rough pour, we have this white frothy head that's gonna be gone pretty soon, I know. And then it's, you can see right through it. It's crystal clear. You can see, you can see right through. I can see your house from here. Like, it is super clear. Lots of bubbles. This is actually your stereotypical piss yellow color, depending on how hydrated you are. and when you smell it, it's got nothing special going on at all. It's, the corn and, the cheap stuff. So really, I mean, with the description of the beer and its heritage, and the definition of the style and all that aside, down to the beer itself, it is cheap. It has no smell to it, really. It's very clear. It's very bubbly. Cheers, you guys. Let's have a taste, because this is the kind of beer that doesn't usually get reviewed, because it's so light and so airy and so this and so that. Whatever. So, for what it is, I like it. They call it extra pale. I almost wonder if that's because it's extra light. I don't know. But it does have a decent flavor to it. That's the thing. I've had some, I don't want to say some, I think I've had all the major, American classic light beers. And they just, this beer in particular is my favorite because it actually has a little bit of a flavor to it. Some would probably disagree. I enjoy lots of dark beer. I enjoy lots of beer that has a higher alcohol by volume, and I also enjoy a lot of beer that drinkers of these kinds of beers on the regular wouldn't enjoy. What they call an acquired taste. Now, I don't really that often anymore, but this is the kind of beer where you can easily put down a whole bunch of these in a short amount of time, because they're so light and because the alcohol level is a bit lower. You're definitely going to feel it way more if you're going to go and drink four like stouts or something that are like 8%. This is very good on a hot day. It's very good if you want to quench your thirst with something other than water or soda or Kool-Aid. I don't know, whatever. But it's definitely one of those typical American cold, not a lot of flavor, watery, easy to drink, but enjoyable because it's refreshing in the way where it's like, you know, it's something cold to drink that's, you know, good for when you're hot. I'm starting to ramble because I'm beating a dead horse here, and I don't like doing that. So I hope I've explained why this is my favorite light beer. It has a nice subtle flavor to it. It's crisp. It's light. And out of all the other ones out there, it's just been the one that I've stuck to and favored. So, guys, thank you guys for watching. Let me know down in the comments below, what's your favorite light beer to grab on a hot day, or when you just want to quench your thirst and you want a beer. Maybe what's your favorite beer you might have on draft at a restaurant, because you can find pretty much all of these lighter beers at the bar anywhere. So anyways, guys, thanks again for watching. Like the video if you enjoyed it. We see you next time.